Yar me mateys, Captain Billy Bones back here once again with more top 5 tips for Sea of Thieves. This is part number 3. Yar.
Let's go!
So, there you go, funny intro done. And we're back again with more top 5 tips for Sea of Thieves. Today we're actually off the outpost, and as you noticed from yesterday's video, or latest video, part 2's video I should say, I had to redo it. So I thought to myself I might as well redo 3 as well, because that had a few complications, so it all makes sense, they're all aligned now. So tip number 1 is when you're on an island, let me just show you on the map very quickly that we're not at the outpost. We are here, which is Wanderer's Refuge. You want to explore the island because there is a free treasure around. I mean, you could find a chest, you could find some gunpowder, all can be sold without having any missions. I don't have any voyages on it right now. You always want to just go and check your surrounding areas, check the beaches, because items do drift on, like messages in the bottle. And funnily enough, when I came here, there was actually 2 here, or at least 2 items. What have we got here? So we've got a silvered cup. So this one isn't a message in the bottle. That's an item that you can sell. Silvered cups and precious artifacts you take to the gold merchant. If you find gunpowder barrels, you take them to the Merchant Alliance. And if you find a skull, it's exactly the same as the missions. You just take them. You take them back to the Order of the Souls and hand them in without having to have any voyages on, which is pretty handy, really. Just going to go and get that other item for us. This is a ornate something, carnate, I think is what it says. So there you go, that's 2 free items. This is why very important tip number 1 is to always explore the islands that you land on or restart at. You can get some free loot. You're going to be doing your voyages anyway, so you might as well take these extra items and get some extra free gold. Where do we put the cup? There we did. Okay, there we go. That's that tip done. Okay, so tip number 2. It took me a while to find one of these, but I wanted to show you. As you might have noticed, now there is a few other hostile environments. So you've got skeletons that spawn in. You now have snakes as well, and if you let them do so, come on, guy, do your job. Oh, this snake is quite friendly. Ah, there we go. I was just waiting for you. As you can see, the snake will bite you and poison you, which can take your health down. I don't have any bananas on me, but I should be safe enough. So the way to combat this, and thank you very much to Adam vs Zombies, who you might also know as ReadyUpBros. I will leave their links in the description. This is the way you stop the snakes attacking you. You play them some music, and you charm a snake. So there you go. You can see he's dancing away. He's enjoying the tunes, and if I stop playing, as you can see, he's still dancing away, which means he is non-hostile, and he will return. I think roughly it's about maybe 10 or 15 seconds, and he'll go back to being in a hostile state, which is there, look. So now he would be attacking me again. So there you go, that's tip number 2, charming as snakes. And again, thank you very much to ReadyUpBros, also Adam vs Zombies, who was the one that showed me that. I didn't know about that one. Thank you very much. Top tip number 3 for this video is to familiar yourselves with the wheel, your inventory wheel. So by doing this on the Xbox, you hold down LB, and as you can see, we've got some items. You've got the bananas, you've got cannonballs, you've got planks. This is the spyglass, which is a telescope. You obviously have your shovel for digging those chests up. You've got a lantern, which you can put in and lift up. You have a bucket, which is very essential for when your ship gets holes in it to get rid of that water. And you also have a compass as well. I'll go into more detail about the compass in another video. As you can see, there's a more, so press X, and that will bring you onto a second wheel that brings you your tankard, your concertina and hurdy-gurdy, and you also have a clock to check on the time. So there you go. Top tip number 3 is to familiar yourself with the reel. Just on a, with your inventory wheel. Just on a side note, if you hold up D on the hold up on the D-pad and down on the D-pad, you have a load of preset things to say, and depending on what you're doing, these ones will change. So it says well played, thanks, sorry, so on and so on and so on. But if you was looking for a ship, it would change. They do change as you're doing different things. I'll just show you a quick example of that. Actually, this can be an extra special added bonus to part 3 of the tip while we're actually on the subject. So for example, at the moment, like say, it says look out, so and so, so and so. When you're on your map, for example, you press up, you can actually tell your crewmates to head west, head south, and it pops it up in the left hand corner. So there you go. That's top tip number 3 for today. Okay, so for top tip number 4, we're going to need to set sail, and it's all about using the wind to your advantage. So we'll set sail, we'll just make sure we're away from the island so we don't crash. Straighten ourselves up, and as you can see the sail, you can move it about. I did a video doing I don't know if it'll be out in time by now, but I did a basic tutorial how to use your ship, and I did speak about the wind. But as you can see, it's coming in from behind us now, it's pushing its way through. You want to be changing the angle of your sails until it kind of bulges a little bit, and that will make you go faster. So you need to be manipulating the wind, constantly checking to see if the wind is going to give an advantage. So that's top tip number 4, use the wind to your advantage. Do a handbrake turn because I want to show you the final tip, which is going to be a little bit of fun. I'm sure you'll enjoy this in a second. So yeah, lower the anchor, do a handbrake turn as we previously showed you in the last video, the top tip one. And we're going to head back to shore, just because it's so fun. Okay, for the purpose of this demonstration on top tip number 5, I have just pulled myself in the ocean. I wanted to show you something quite funny you can do. You may have seen it on the trailers, but now I'm showing you it for real. And you can fire yourself out of the cannons. So make sure that you've not got a cannonball in there. Point it in whatever direction you want to go. So if I was trying to get to the island now from here, which would be kind of silly because you want to be closer, you point it kind of there and you fire yourself out the cannon. But I really wanted to show you a fun part. I'm going to point it right up in the air. We're going to climb in the cannon. So you go to the end of the cannon, you hold down Y, and that puts you in the cannon. So 3, 2, 1. And blast off. We go flying up in the air. You can actually get some real good distance on it. I mean, if you aimed it properly, you could probably fire yourself into an opposite team's ship and try and take them out. So there you go. There is today's top 5 tips. Another top 5 tip video. This is part 3. I say it's been redone now, so it doesn't matter. And hopefully, again, these tips have been helpful for you. And if so, please do hit that like button. Share this video with your friends. And if you're enjoying my content and it is being helpful for you, I will be doing more in the future on Sea of Thieves. So please do hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching today. Have a great rest of the day. And take care.